to another segment of Ask Dr. Maisha, where we're creating pathways to peace of mind. This week's question comes from Mark P. And the question is, as I become an older man, how do I remain a warrior and not become a worrier, if you know what I mean? Well, Mark, I don't exactly know what you mean. However, I'm going to interpolate. Now, when I hear the phrase remain a warrior and not become a worrier, what I interpret that to mean is how might you maintain the healthy male hormone levels that make you a warrior and avoid the symptoms of low testosterone that cause you to seem more emotional or more worrisome, like perhaps the female might appear to some men. That is in no way saying, ladies, that we are all worriers and criers and whatnot, just extrapolating from what I hear in the question. However, how I'm going to address the question is healthy and natural ways to maintain your testosterone. Now, Mark, if this is not what you meant, I invite you to email me directly on Facebook, because you know that's where I get my questions, and I will revisit your question in a different segment. So, for those men out there who are getting a little bit older and who do worry about their levels of testosterone dropping, here's what you need to know. The testosterone begins to drop as early as age 30, but there's a more significant drop in the testosterone after the age of 40. Now, there are several reasons for this, but what you need to know is that there are ways to maintain your level of testosterone for as long as possible before needing to supplement. And I do recommend at some point that if your testosterone gets low enough that you can supplement with bioidentical testosterone therapy. That could be another segment. Now, so the first thing that you can do to maintain your testosterone is to manage your level of stress. It has been researched and studied that high levels of stress suppress the production of all hormones, testosterone, and including, ladies, estrogen, progesterone, and growth hormone. Also, it depresses the level of growth hormone as well. So if you're very high stress, you can expect that your testosterone will drop a lot quicker. So you want to find something that decompresses you men, whether it's working out, playing sports, hanging out with the fellas, whatever it is that helps you to decompress, even sex. You want to take on that activity on a regular basis so that you can be clear to go about your life in an empowered way. Now, the second thing you want to do is you want to maintain a clean eating and active lifestyle. First, the nutrition. Now, you know, there's probably no episode where I don't talk about nutrition. Alcohol, high levels of alcohol cause the conversion of testosterone to estrogen, so you want to make sure that you're managing the amount of alcohol that you're drinking. I won't say eliminate completely, but if you limit your alcohol intake to 1 glass a day, that's sufficient. And you know, if you can eliminate alcohol, it's probably best, or minimize it to occasionally, that's probably best. But if you tend to enjoy your nightly glass of red wine, that's fine. I just recommend not more than 1 glass an evening. The second thing is high fat and fast foods do also increase your body fat, and that fat can actually, again, encourage the conversion of testosterone over to estrogen. And of course, that is counterproductive to maintaining your status as a warrior. So I do recommend that you clean up your diet if you have not already done so, and that includes lots of dark leafy green vegetables, definitely a high protein intake. You want to look at clean proteins, of course, organic meats only if you're a meat eater, and you also can supplement with very clean whey protein or vegetable protein powders to increase that protein intake. Now that kind of leads me to the next aspect, which is increasing your physical activity to build and maintain muscle. Now, building and maintain muscle actually encourages and enhances the natural production of testosterone in men. So you want to be getting in the gym. and not only doing cardio, but you want to do some strength training as well. Now that doesn't mean you need to be a bodybuilder and you need to get cock diesel, but it does mean the more muscle that you build, whether it's lean muscle or bulk muscle. I prefer lean muscle because that bulk muscle can actually cause some restrictiveness in the body and inflexibility. But the more lean muscle that you build, the more testosterone you're likely to be able to maintain for longer periods of time. The third thing is to add in some supplements, healthy supplements. B complex actually helps with the conversion of testosterone to free testosterone. It lowers the protein called the sex hormone binding globulin that actually binds up a lot of your testosterone that you would normally be using in your body. So if you get a really good B complex supplement, preferably a liquidized version because they're more easily absorbed, then you can actually improve your utilization of testosterone. Now, along the lines of having a good, healthy protein intake, I also recommend amino acids. Now, some people think that just having the L-arginine, L-ornithine amino acids is good enough, and having that at about 1 to 2 grams a day will help boost the testosterone levels naturally, and there are some research behind that. However, I recommend a full amino acid complex that you can a powder form that you can either put in a smoothie or put in a juice that you would take every day. Amino acids are the building blocks of protein, and when you add in an amino acid, then you actually increase the ability for your body to build that muscle to increase that level of production of testosterone. And then I also recommend some supplements under the supervision of a physician. I always recommend going to get your hormones checked before you start to add on any supplements to make sure you know where you are. But supporting the adrenal glands is important. And one of the ways that you can do that is with a very low dose of something called DHEA. And you can use DHEA at 5 milligram or 10 milligram dosage, and at the very most 25 milligram dosage once a day to help to improve your adrenal gland function. One great thing about DHEA is that it does convert over to testosterone. So you may get some conversion of this DHEA over to testosterone, which will help to maintain healthy testosterone levels. Now, I highly recommend before you start any type of supplement that you see your local physician or holistic health professional, including a naturopath or herbalist. Have your blood work checked. That's the other thing that I do recommend, is have your levels checked, because if you don't know where you are, how do you know what you need to be doing and where you need to be going? So it can be unsafe to start supplements without actually knowing where your levels of testosterone, DHEA, thyroid, and other hormones are. Now, today I talk about testosterone. You need to keep in mind that there are a host of other hormones that work together to maintain the optimization of things like your growth hormone and your testosterone and your thyroid function, which all in all help to maintain that warrior feeling or that warrior status. So I do recommend that you see your health professional, and then you can do some of these other things in the meantime to help to maintain those healthy levels of testosterone. Now, I'm going to flip over a little bit. If what you were talking about, Mark, was not maintaining healthy male hormone levels, and you really were wondering how to maintain that warrior mentality rather than going to a worrier mentality, one of the things I recommend is meditation. Keeping your mind clear is the best way to maintain focus of what your goals are and what your intentions are and what you're out to accomplish in the world. So there's a very simple answer to that question. When you wake up in the morning, or whether it's before you go to bed at night, have a time every day that you sit. You can call it meditation, you can call it a sitting practice, you can call it a quiet practice, but that you really sit and you focus on what it is that your purpose is in life. And then you can quiet your mind and just allow yourself to be and to be still, and clear your mind of all of the things that you have to do, clear your mind of all of the things that you have done or have not gotten done, and just allow yourself to be centered. This is the thing that will help to keep your core focused, your core spirit centered, so that you can go on about your day with strength and power. Now, if you want to learn more about strength and power and hormones and all of those great things, you can visit my website at www.create-your-blueprint.com. This is where you can join our newsletter, get weekly health tips and recipes, and also where you can download your free guide to eliminating stress and finding peace of mind starting right now. Again, you're with Dr. Maisha, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.